Chairman of the session, Ramaraj Garu, is also the chairman of the FICCI Telangana committee, and respected Ashok Atluri Garu, chairman of the National Defence Committee of the FICCI, Suresh Babu Garu, MSIC, and Deepthi Getam, my co-executive member of the FICCI State Council. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for having me here today. Especially the FICCI has done a wonderful job, led by our Funny, bringing MSMEs together. It's very difficult getting MSMEs together at one particular place, because MSMEs are always hard pressed for time, money, technology, innovation, and all such kind of things which are the key for the day to day. So my brief few points are basically giving some kind of theme address today. But we can see the governments at one side, the government of India is actually putting a lot of emphasis on bringing some kind of regulatory compliance and sustainability for the MSMEs in this country by bringing lean jet schemes, lean schemes, and also ESG schemes and that type of things. On the other hand, we don't see much of support coming from the state governments. Much of support, in the sense that we don't see that enthusiasm, in addressing the issues of the MSME sector most of the times. But still we keep fighting, because we are the people who provide the jobs in this country, and we are the people who provide so much of support to the national GDP and things like that. Any country for that matter, MSMEs are the key, in providing resources, providing the sustainability, providing these support systems for the economy. And today, after changing the MSME standards, where even 500 crore company could be considered still as an MSME, we also need to understand, there are a lot of MSMEs in this country that needs boost, support from the government, as well as, we need to have our own, associations, meetings to support ourselves in this key juncture. Coming to the today's topic, innovation, technology, and sustainability is not just timely but transformational. We have seen innovation in every sphere. I represent defense and aerospace. Of course, my senior colleague Ashok Atluri Garu is also here, who can speak much better on these aspects. But innovation is a key aspect for the sustenance of MSMEs in this country. To take an example of FICCI Robotics, which is a 2018 startup, we have everyday strive for bringing new technology, new innovation, that could help the aerospace or defense sector. What aerospace is doing today, using manual work, we want to replace with some kind of innovation, some kind of technology, and that has been happening in our company. So innovation is a key thing, which is the main theme of today's session, and I'm really very happy to see something like this. The other thing is, of course, the technology, and the technology is, of course, every day we see that technology is emerging, and again, coming back to our own sector of defense and aerospace, we have so many DRDO stations here, and DPSUs are here, which need support of the MSMEs to work with them and to bring new technologies and new support systems. I've been to South Korea recently, and what I have seen there is even small companies which are having 1,000 square feet of space, they are coming with new technology, new innovations. Some of them, I'll tell you one thing, in the solar sector, what you can actually produce with 40 panels, maybe say 20 kilowatt. And they have innovated a new technology which is going to revolutionize the entire world in the future. Is with 4 panels they can actually come up with this 20 kilowatt. So they have actually brought out a solar concentrator, that can change the way our electricity production happens, or our EV systems are going to function in the future. So technology and innovation go jointly and work for the betterment of the nation. All these innovations or technology come from small industries, and big companies take these innovations, take this technology from the small companies and build their big facilities, and because they go for the big production. Production is required for the masses, but the technology or innovations come from small companies in this country, for that matter any other country. And we have seen in Israel, we have seen in South Korea, we have seen in any countries where technology is very prominent, that has come from small industries. 4 or 5 people sitting, working day and night with limited resources. And of course, in a country like India, we have problems like power, problem with money, problem with so many other things. Of course, thanks to the current administration, we have CGTMSE loans for the MSME sector. Up to 10 crores we can actually avail. If it is a startup, we can actually earn up to 20 crores. 20 crores without collateral we can take from the banks. That type of things actually help a bit this sector. And one thing which we don't find government support is, when we actually follow these lean jet schemes, or lean compliance, or jet compliance, or ESG compliance tomorrow, and government should recognize them and support them. Unfortunately, that is not happening. Government is putting everybody, and they are of course asking everyone to follow this, and we are not able to get any specific support by following that. But all these of course support systems are going to help us, going to attract the international buyers from the MSME sector. Our exports from the MSME sector hopefully will go up the moment we follow the environmental, social, sustainability practices, the governance. When we have ethics in the industry, that's all ESG. When we have proper environment, proper ethics, proper corporate governance, hopefully these are these things which international companies would look at with our lean and jet schemes and that type of things. Of course, our colleagues from NSIC will speak more about those things hopefully. And today we create jobs, and we support our GDP systems. And GDP, and for any country, of course, MSME is the heart. And we are very happy today from FICCI side, we are able to host a nice program which focuses on innovation, technology, and sustainability. And I look forward to see some of the nice presentations in the panel sessions that follow this particular session. Thank you so much.